Hi ladies, it's Faye Ray, and this is my video response to Kay. Hey, what's in your journal? And she's at Kay Loves to Scrap. So recently, Catherine from the Scrap Beach did a Ustream in which she showed how to do a travel journal. And so I followed along with the class and I created one. And I wasn't especially happy with the way it turned out, so I sort of put it aside. But then I started to see some other YouTubers doing journals, junk journals or smash books, and so I decided to pick mine back up and finish it and make it into more like a junk journal the way I wanted it to be. And so I got inspired by Miss TLC, and then she also mentioned Kay's junk journal. And so when I went over to her channel, and then she was giving the call out to those who had done junk journals to show their junk journals. And so so I did. I sort of kind of finished mine, and I'm more satisfied with it now than I was before. So here's my junk journal, and on the front I included a belt. I got this idea from Donna from D Diva Designs, and she is the queen of thrift store hauls, and she likes to get the belts and repurpose them into her projects, and so that's what I did with this belt. So I used the buckle as my title, and I added some wording inside, and here is part of the belt, and also on the back I included the belt, and I also attached a ribbon, and here's a flower that I attached to the front of, or on the bottom. This is a handmade flower that I did. And so the book opens like this. It's attached here with a magnet, and it opens like this, and this is my first 2 pages, and this is the cover page. And so what I did was I just added a lot of different items from my stash, Cricut cutouts that I didn't use, that I had cut out, different frames, chipboard pieces, just anything I could find in my stash I thought would look good in the book. I used it. And so here I used a page from a book that I have that has scriptural quotes in it, and this is from a card, and this is a chipboard piece that I stamped on, and this is a Cricut cutout, and I added some flowers there, did some stamping, and here these flowers are from a cutout, test cutout that I did with my Cricut, and so I decided to add them. And also this is a Cricut cutout, and I used solid cardstock instead of the pattern paper for my pages, and I did some punching with the Martha Stewart punches. In this page I included a card that I had done a couple of years, and it was in my stash, so I included it, and I added some journaling inside. I'm going to do some more journaling. Here I made a pocket. I used the Martha Stewart scroll punch, added a little tag. I cut this out with my Cricut, and here this is a mini page, half of a page, and so I made a pocket, made a tag and stamped on it, and that just slides in there. And I also did a stamp there, cut it out and attached it, and on the back I did a little frame and some punching. Here is a pocket. I think that's a Sizzix pocket, and there's a tag inside there, and I attached a button as a pull. And this is the Martha Stewart butterfly. I did some stamping on the inside of this Sizzix negative frame that I cut out. And on the back here, this is a little Sizzix bear, and I made put a little tag to go behind that. And here I did some stamping of some frames, and some of them are active. You can place a picture. This one as well is, and this is just stamped on the paper. And again, I just added a lot of different things that were in my stash. Here are some glittered foam numbers that I cut out using that Tim Holtz die, strip die. And here I just stamped Follow Your Heart. And this page is a add-on, and Catherine showed us how to do that in the Ustream class. And there's some more Cricut cutouts and words. And on the back here, this is a negative from a Cricut project that I did, and it says what's cooking, and so I added a recipe and a recipe card here and stamped. And these are some more mini pages here, and I did some journaling and just added different features to each of the strips. And these are some more cutouts that swivel and a frame. And on this page, this is a negative from a sheet that I punched some hearts out of, and so I used that as a mat, and I did some stamping with my stamping wheel and added some flowers. This is also another negative from a Sizzix frame that I cut out, and this is a Cricut frame, and I stamped the word adorable and added some bling. And on this page I just did some stamping of this cute little clock, and I stamped Enjoy the Journey, adhered it to some pattern paper. And this is another little half of a page. I again used that scroll punch and did some stamping, and on the back added a Sizzix frame from that negative you saw earlier, and did some stamping on the inside. And on this page I did some journaling stamps and some swirls, and attached this flower. And on this page again I did some more stamping. This is a postcard stamp, and this is another stamp. So I may put a picture or do some journaling there. And on this page, this is a negative from a circle that I cut, and I attached 3 little flowers there with some bling and did some stamping. This page I added another frame and added a little flower and did some little leaves from the Martha Stewart punch, and I did some stamping there. And this is the first story page. Now on her channel, Catherine also had a link to a site that you could download graph paper and different types of paper to put in your journal. So this is one of those pages. And so I just did some stamping on this page, and I also used Martha Stewart punch to do that edge. In this page I used the bird cage die. I added a partial wing there, and this bird is cut out using some packaging, and I did some masking there. And here I did some stamping with my craft white ink and just added a little tag there. And on this page, this is a Cricut dress form cutout, and these are some flowers I added with some bling in the center. This is a Cricut cutout, and this is just a top note cutout using some packaging. And the paper underneath was from another project, and it cut a circle out in the middle, and so I attached that. Here's some more sticker numbers, and the word Diva is also Cricut. Here is the graph paper page, and I just did some stamping on it. I stamped this word and colored it and added this strip. And over here, this is just a little tag that is added, and I did some stamping on it. And on this page, again, I just added a lot of different features there. And on here as well, again, a quote from that book, a tag, a butterfly. And this is a paper bag that I grunged up and added some pattern paper on, and it had some tags inside. And on the back, also some more pattern paper. Another one of those story sheets. And here I just added some cutouts, some stamping. On this page, I stamped that, cut it out, and colored it. This is a cricket cutout, and I hung a tag from it. And on the back, I did some more stamping of these tags and cut them out. And this is a Marvy leaf punch. Here I did some embossing. This is a cricket cutout. Added some sentiment there from a book. And on the back, I just cut out this flower and grunged it up. And this is a stamp that whenever I stamp with that stamp, it always comes out nice. And this is a pocket, and inside is a file folder. And again, I stamped that and colored it. And on the back here, this is a burlap flower. I added some bling in the center, and I hard stiffened it so that it wouldn't fall apart. This is a punch, and these are some little butterflies. And on this page, I again used that from the project where I cut out the circle and just attached that, did some stamping. And this page, I made a little pocket and added some tags. And on this page, this is a negative from a Sizzix die. And so I just added some features there. And this page, I did some stamping. I attached this acetate piece that had the word Serenity written on it, and then just added this little tag behind it. And so this is sort of my stopping point. Catherine showed us how to do that with the tag. Use it as a bookmark. And so even though I have decorated some of the pages after this page, this is probably where I'm going to start when I start creating again. And so I'll just let you look at some of the other pages and what I've done. And there's an acetate piece that I added some butterflies and a flower. And on the back is a piece of paper. And here, just added a lot of different things. And here, a Sizzix die. Here's a cricket frame. And here, some more little tags, and I made a pocket. And here, I just added some pattern paper. And here I made a pocket with this negative and just added some tags again, and that's the birdcage die. And this is the last page. I did this bicycle I cut using the Cricut cartridge, Summer in Paris. And so someone had sent me this pocket page, or this pocket using newspaper print, sort of, in a rack. And I just added some pieces of paper in there to make a tag. And then that's my back cover. So there you go. This is what's in my junk journal. And so I hope to continue working in it, and I can't wait to see some of the other junk journals. Thanks for watching. Bye.